I was just down.
Hey guys, what's up? It's XWolfX here, and I'm coming at you with a very special deck profile to me. It's my baby's HEROS. This is what I actually took to my locals yesterday, since it's about like 5 something in the morning when I was filming this. And I got first place. I ended up playing against Pendulum Magician, Metal Foes, and Light Sworn Zombies. Anyways, let's get started on this. So we start off with 3 Shadow Mist, because it's the bread and butter of the deck. If special summon, you guys know, add the quick play spell card. Change card, you know what I mean. If it's sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 hero monster from your deck, and, you know, all that fun stuff. 2 Honest Neos, just because powering over cards is a really good thing in this deck. 3 Destiny Hero Malicious, because it gives you free Link fodder or Fusion fodder, really good. 3 Vision Hero Vion to dump your Shadow Mist and get your Poly, or dump your Mally and push for game. Double Blaze Man to grab your Poly quicker, or in the worst case scenario, which you really don't want to do it, dumping your Shadow Mist with his effect. 1 Bubble Man, just to give you access to Absolute Zero, or a free summon for either a Link or an Exceed. 1 Goblinberg, it's pretty standard, you know, when you normal summon them. Special summon your Shadow Mist or Vion or Blaze Man or Bubble Man to either go into a Link or Exceed. 1 Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, because you're playing enough Lights and Darks that this card can just be a nice push for game. And then 2 Ghost Ogre to be defensive on either player's turns. 2 E-Call, you know, searching out your hero monsters is amazing. 3 Allure of Darkness, since you play enough dark targets, you're just trying to ramp through your deck to go for an OTK. 3 A Hero Lives, pay half your life points, special summon your Shadow Mist, you guys get the gist. 1 Regeki, board wiping is good, especially in an OTK deck. 2 Polys, because it's searchable and allows you to go into your fusions, which starts off your OTKs. 1 Rhoda, just like E-Call, gets your warrior monsters to hand. 1 Dark Hole, once again, field wiping. 1 Monster Reborn, because this card's back and it's amazing, and getting back a free monster is nice. 3 Mask Change, to go into your Mask Heroes, now, unlike the other builds, you actually go into Anki more than you will Darklaw, just because you want to push for game real quick. You don't want the game dragging on. 2 Forbidden Chalices. This card's actually really good for both defensive and offensive, because you can get around people's, like, Babushka's effects or other effects that can be quite annoying, or you can use this for, like, that extra push a game or extra push to get over an opponent's monster. 2 Twin Twister, because this deck will lose out to back row really quick. I was playing it at 3 and I just kept getting it clogged. 2 is just kind of that, like, magic number where back rows aren't super relevant right now still, so it kind of gives you like a fluctuate flow. And then 3 Form Change, because this also pushes for the OTK, because you tag out any of your hero fusion monsters with the same level and you bring out another one, so like you can tag out your either Absolute Zero, your Anki, and bring out like Acid, Diane, Koga. It gives you so many options. It's really nice. As for the extra deck, you play 2 the Noble Knight Isidale. It's really good. It just requires 2 warrior monsters, which is pretty easy to get, whether it be your Hero Lives or your Goblinberg play. And it searches you 1 monster from your deck to your hand. Well, 1 warrior monster. The bad thing is you cannot normal summon it or set it this turn, or special summon it, and you cannot activate its effects. So pretty much it's just searching like a fusion target to just get like additional damage for game, and also gives you 2 good link zones. But once we get the hero link monster, this is definitely going to 1. 1 Dude Code Talker, pretty generic. I don't have to explain too much there. For your Exceed, we only play 1 number 41 Babushka. And that's just because you can stall on this if you have a really bad hand. The idea of this deck is just to OTK, so you really don't need to be playing like, you know, Utopia Lightning or other stuff. I will be doing another build, though, that will be playing kind of like a little bit different. I'll be playing more Protect Darklaw. But this build is just my favorite build right now, which is the OTK variant. 2 Darklaw, which you kind of never really go into, because you'd rather go into Anki and your other Mask Heroes to kind of push for game, and because Mask Change with Anki keeps Form Change alive. One, Koga, because this card is amazing. Gets 500 per monster your opponent controls, and so sometimes this could just be the big game pusher. You have like Honest Neos, you drop Honest Neos, you bump them up to at least 5,500 easily, and then you banish that Honest Neos, and then most of the time your opponent's monster is going to be 25 or less, so you run over it pretty quick. One, Vision Hero Vion, or not Vion, Trinity. This card's amazing. Gets double attack, or double its attack for the turn. It can attack 3 times the turn its fusion summon, but it cannot attack your opponent directly. But it punishes your player or your opponent for bringing out like a big board, because then you summon him and drop Honest Neos, and he's a 7,500 that can attack 3 times and typically will push for game. I've OTK'd a lot of ABCs that way, or some of the Pendulum decks. It's just funny to watch because they get so mad. One Absolute Zero, just because this card's amazing. It's another monster board wipe in the deck. It's just really good. One Acid, because it can blow up your opponent's back row, and then if you Form Change or Mass Change with Absolute Zero, you're just clearing a full board, and it's just nice. 2, Mask Hero Anki, because this card's actually really amazing in the deck. He can be the real MVP. Whenever he runs over your opponent's monster and sends it to the graveyard, you can search a Form Change or Mass Change to hand, whatever you need at the time, and just push for game. And then sometimes you could have him swing, run over an opponent's monster, grab Form Change or Mass Change, go into another one, depending if your situation. Typically, if you wanted to go another one, you'll grab Mass Change, unless you have like 2 Form Changes in hand, and then he can attack directly. And sometimes that direct attack, even though it is for half, 1,400 can still just give you game. And then we play 2 Vision Hero Adoration. This card's pretty nice because it's just 2 generic hero monsters. So you can set up combos real quick, like normal summon your Vision Hero Vion, dump Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist grabs you Mally. Vision Hero Vion will grab you Poly by banishing Shadow Mist. And then you bring out Mally from the graveyard, or you banish your Mally from graveyard to bring one out from deck, and then you make your opponent's monster lose 800, which may not seem like much, but sometimes chip damage can actually really help you and give you a lot of games. And then one Mask Hero Diane. When he destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower hero monster from your deck. And basically, this can be an extra push or give you advantage or whatever you need. It's just really nice. And then on to the side deck. Honestly, I didn't even go into it today. I'm starting to kind of see where this side deck could actually be really fluctuated depending on your local needs or whatever. But I played 2 Denko Sekka just in case of a Paleozoic matchup or anything that likes to set a lot of back row. 3 of the Radiant Kaiju, or Radian, just because he's a lower darkness target and can get around problematic monsters. 1 Twin Twister, just because, like I said, back row can really screw this deck up. 2 Cosmic Cyclone, because I actually only own 2 in real life, so yeah, pretty much there. System down, just in case we run into any machine decks. Keep in mind, this was being played out of locals where anything can happen, like ABCs or Cosmo, so just in case. But also can push for OTK if you're playing against a machine-heavy deck. 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. My idea behind it was to shut out like the Pendulum Magician, or somebody had like some crazy Pendulum deck, but I never actually set into this because traps are kind of slow, especially for this deck. And then strike, 2 strikes and a warning, generic stuff. But alright guys, I hope you like this video. If you do, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And this has been XWolfX. I got more news in the future, but this is XWolfX, and I'm out. Peace.